Hey beautiful people, and welcome back to day 11 of my 30-day video challenge. Today I just wanted to touch on the whole concept of me being a holistic health coach and what that holistic bizzo means. So you've probably heard me say before the importance of having your daily dose of broccoli. And for me, I started off wanting to be really based in the nutrition side of things, and I did 6 months at a different college that when I first started that was purely nutrition. But I got to the end of that 6 months and thought this really isn't quite resonating with me. It's really important, but what about the whole picture? And I suppose that's where this whole journey has taken me, because for me, pharmacy was not the whole picture either. Um, so I found a college that really, really resonated with me because it was holistic, it was the whole picture. So I've definitely got a strong foundation in nutrition and how important that is for your health. But I think it's really, really important to stress to people that it's the other things that impact your health that are kind of the sneaky, invisible things that people really don't rate as being important and affecting your health, that are the things that are doing you sometimes the more harm. So the importance of having supportive relationships, a fulfilling career, um, giving your body movement that it benefits from and that it needs. So great physical activity. But the one thing that still kind of was a bit irky for me when I first started this course that I did for my training was the spirituality side of it. And I really started off thinking, yeah, I can see how all of that other stuff's important, but going to church, yeah, nah, that's not important. But I had to gradually learn that spirituality isn't just a church thing. So for me, I was brought up in a family that it was very important to go to church every Sunday, but it was something that never ever resonated with me. Even in my first marriage, the whole family there were also quite heavily involved in church, so I did my thing and I kept going along. But for me, the idea of worshipping a particular God, and praying to a particular God just never ever seemed to tick the box for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not mocking people's faith or people's religion. I actually now see the importance of having a faith, and I don't think it matters whether you believe in this, that, or the other. It's actually the importance of bringing yourself back down to centre and having some sort of grounding presence and reassuring presence in your life that is actually the important thing for me. So for me, it's still not religion, but I know that it is for other people. For me, my form of spirituality turned out to be yoga. So when I go to yoga and I roll out my mat, for me that is my spiritual practice. That's where I feel supported by the mat and grounded by the earth underneath me and supported by my fellow yogis who are all just gorgeous souls. And the teachings of yoga are all about compassion and spreading love and practicing gratitude. And they're just beautiful practices. And for me, I found what became the core structure of my spiritual practice, as well as my daily meditating and chakra balancing, which I find really, really beneficial. I'll go more into meditating later because for me that's a pretty big subject, and I'm sure it will be for some of you as well. If you're a bit of an overthinker, anxious mind, it is not something that comes easy, and I'm definitely still a novice at it, but it's something that I'm just so keen to practice every single day because I see the benefits of it. And especially for people with autoimmune disorders, adrenal fatigue, thyroid issues, any time that you can spend where you're coming back to center and you are grounding yourself, you are taking yourself out of that fight or flight response and putting yourself back into that rest and digest response. And while it's very, very important for those people in particular in terms of healing and really repairing the things that have been pushed too much the other way for too long, it's also just beneficial and important for everybody. So my main message behind all of this that I'd like to kind of mention as my quote is that the presence of fear is a sure sign you're trusting in your own strength. And I promise you that if you can find some sort of meditating practice or some sort of way of connecting yourself with a higher power, for me, it's the universe. Like, I trust that the universe has my back. That'll creep up in one of my favourite book sessions. Gabrielle Bernstein's The Universe Has Your Back was an absolute game changer for me, and that helped me to see that a lot of my experiences were all life's rigged in your favour, and that even the icky things that were quite challenging at the time were all sent to mould me, shape me, give me, a bit more of a nudge in the right direction, help to see my purpose, and to know that you can just come back to a place that is safe, that is not relying on the chitter chatter that's going on in your head all of the time. It's a stop and drop and go down into your heart and just let guidance come in and really, really fine tune your intuition. All of those things are just beautiful and reassuring, especially for us overthinky, anxious heads. So it's absolutely a natural response to fall into a fear state, especially if you've been newly diagnosed or even if you've been struggling with an illness for a long time and you're getting to the point where you think, will I ever get better? That's a fear state as well. But I honestly think that a lot of us are functioning in a fear state on a regular basis, and it's not healthy for us at all, whether you're already healthy or whether you're struggling with health issues as it is. So, yeah, to know that that fear response means that you are trying to logically work it out in your brain, trying to forward think and try and solve everything yourself. You've really just got to come back to center, trust in whatever is reassuring for you, whether that is like for me, trusting in fate, trusting in the universe, that everything is as it's going to be and as it's meant to be, and that there is a plan and a purpose, and I've just got to ride the waves. Or if that is coming back to the thing that keeps you grounded, whether that is a religion or a faith of some other kind. But I just really wanted to clear that up because for me that was a kind of turn my nose up point when I went into my course, and I didn't want to frighten people away from thinking that, that might be something that you won't feel I can relate to or that you can't relate to if I talk about it. So, yeah, I think it's a very, very important thing to bring into your daily practice, and I will help you with a few tips and tricks along the way on how to do that. But yeah, just know that if you're in a state of fear, then you are trusting in your own strength, and there is something bigger and wiser out there that can do all of that worrying for you. So please share this video if you think that anyone else could benefit from it. Share it with the world. Tag somebody in it as well if you really think there's someone in particular that could benefit from this series. And please visit my website, which is up here. And until then, have a bright, shiny day. Loads of love. See you.